man may not be on the top of his form, but he can still make himself useful.
Happy New Year! By the time you're watching this video, we are in a brand new year. It is 2026, and it's great and amazing to say that we made it through another one. And if this is your first time checking out this channel, well, welcome to the Unknown Game channel, which is my gaming and hobby channel. And actually, this is a great place to start because this video right here is my yearly channel update where I let you know about some of the ideas and goals that I have for this upcoming year. Some things may happen, some things may not, but I'm going to try to attempt and do everything that I set out to do in this video. So, recapping last year, outside the beginning of the year, it was pretty chaotic. I had a lot of things going on. Medical issues popped up that kind of kept me away from the channel, which sucked. Job interviews, had some gigs that propped up, had to go away, was working on other channels, just all kinds of things that happened. And again, I have another video where I go over my personal, what's going on, but at least starting in 2026, I'm good, I'm healthy, and I plan on putting a lot more time and effort into this channel than what I did last year because I messed up in a couple places. So one of the things I stopped doing last year was gameplay. And again, that was for, like I said earlier, the stuff I mentioned, but also I'm not gonna lie, I got heavy into gacha games last year, so I was playing that a lot. And the other issue is I'm running out of space again. So because of that, it's been very hard to do any gameplay videos. I at least want to finish Mass Effect 3 because I was playing that. I stopped, but I do want to get back to doing that. And I also want to finally, at least early this year, finish my Mega Man X game collections. Good news is, although it took me an extra year, I finally finished my Until Dawn gameplay, which I told y'all I was going to do back in 2023. I didn't get it done in 2024, but I was finally able to finish it in 2025. So if you want to see my decisions on Until Dawn, go ahead and check out the playlist, and it's right there. But the one thing some people talked to me about and told me is that they would like to see me, or hear me, I should say, do commentary on my gameplay. So I'm going to leave it to y'all, and you can let me know what you think in the comments down below. When I do my gameplay videos, would you like me to do gameplay videos with commentary, gameplay videos without commentary, or both? So the reason why I don't like to do commentary is because I don't really feel like I'm good at it. And when I tend to play games, I tend to get really highly invested. And so, which if you watch some of my earlier gameplay, there's been plenty of times where I'm playing a game and I just give y'all dead air, or chat will come on and talk and I'm not even paying attention, because when I play games sometimes I have a tendency to get locked in. And when I get locked in, I'm not thinking about anything else. So if you would like me to try doing commentary again for my gameplay videos, because I do plan on bringing that back this year, then let me know in the comments down below. But trust me, you're probably not going to be that impressed, but I'll try it again if you would like me to do that. Now, the other issue, which sucks about my gameplay videos, is that the computer that I use to record my gameplay footage, basically the internet doesn't work, so I really have no way to comfortably send my footage over from one computer to another. I had a system where I could do that, but with my computer for recording gameplay, I'm unable to now transfer it online. Now I gotta figure out what that problem is, and if I can't get that fixed, I gotta figure out how I'm going to be able to do that, because like I told you before, I'm severely running out of space. So that's another issue with doing gameplay videos. So we'll see what happens, but like I said, I do plan on bringing that back, and the next two games I plan to finish up and beat is Mass Effect 3 and the Mega Man X collection. Unknown Updates, which was supposed to be my series where I talk about entertainment news, I wound up stopping last year, and which I already talked about that in another video, or I should say I put on hiatus. Now I do plan on bringing that series back in the future, But if I do bring that back, I really need to attack that better because those videos were way too long. I'm not happy that they were over an hour long. Again, I love covering very diverse different things, but there's a better way to do it. And before I bring that series back, I'm going to figure out a better way to do it where I'm not doing hour-long videos. I'm not wasting your time. I'm giving you higher quality content. So that's why I stopped that series. It's not dead, but you know what? I do have an idea on how to fix it, and there's a way that y'all might be able to help. But for now, yeah, Unknown Updates is on hiatus until I can make some improvements to that series, because I do want to talk about the entertainment news and what's going on, but the way that was being done, it just wasn't working. And the thing is, I wasn't enjoying it at the end. I love doing it, but I didn't enjoy the way I was doing it. And if I don't love it, I'm positive y'all won't love it. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the drawing board and try to bring that back in a better way. If you've been checking out this channel for any length of time, I'm sure you noticed this year that you heard a couple of voices that you weren't used to hearing. And that is because I try to incorporate a lot more of my friends onto this channel, but it didn't really work out just due to life. You know, things happen. I'm sure we're all going through it. And just like them, they got families, they got responsibilities, they got jobs, they got personal issues, and you know, it just didn't really work out. Now, I hope in the future I can incorporate more of my friends onto this channel, but most likely, like it was last year, maybe even more this year, it's going to be mainly me. So again, we tried to start a podcast. I'm sure you saw Gaming with Friends. You know, we try to do a lot, but again, and part of it was my fault because we did have a game day, but even I was going through stuff, so kind of messed that up. So I do hope to incorporate my friends, but most likely in the future, it's only going to be me. I mean, we even tried to do a podcast, and it actually seemed like it was going to do well, but again, with life situation things happening, it's, like I said, they'll come on when they can, but it's probably going to be mainly me on this channel. But I just wanted to address that just in case anybody out there was wondering what happened to these random voices. Like I said, you may see them come through every now and again, but for the most part, it's mainly going to be me. Hopefully in the future that could change. For my Gundam Breaker 4 fans, first I want to apologize for not getting those videos on showcasing your builds out on time. That's my fault. But I want to address this real quick, and this is kind of added because I forgot to talk about this earlier. But 524 Medias, this is where you can submit your builds from Gundam Breaker 4 to be showcased on this channel. And I'm going to keep this website up, but I think I may move this to someplace else in the future. So if you still want to get your build showcased, you could definitely do it here on this channel. Yes, I'm behind on some of the submissions. I'm going to get back at them sometime next year, most likely February at the latest. And once again, I want to apologize. But I just want to say that if I do decide to move this submission website someplace else, I may turn this website into something else. So as of right now, if you'd like to see your build feature from Gundam Breaker 4, just send it to 524media.com/submit, and it has to have submit or you won't find it. But most likely sometime in the near future, I may move this to, I feel, a better place so you can get your builds seen on this channel. I'm going to be honest, I've been definitely disappointed in entertainment over the past couple of years. Honestly, the only thing that's been holding me over is manga, anime, gacha games, and old classics. But I did wind up playing one new game this year, and no, I don't have no footage from it. I played it myself, and that was Dispatched. As much as I love sharing content on this channel, I like to keep a couple of things for myself and a couple of games for myself, and Dispatch was one of those games, and surprisingly, it was really good. Now, don't expect any footage because I didn't record no footage for this game, but yes, it was a really good game. I was surprised. My only issue was, and it's not really the game's fault, but the ending I got. I would like to make like 1 or 2 tweaks to it, so I would like to play it again, especially if they have a number 2, because I don't want to move over my current save file. I would like to have a new save file and move that over. But for the most part, it's a good game. But I'll be honest, I am nervous if they release a second game, they're going to screw it up. But at least this first one was good, and I hope they'll do a good job on the second one if they decide to release a second game. But now that I brought that up, I also gotta apologize because, like I said, I didn't get all the content done that I was supposed to. I didn't get out my Gundam Breaker 4 initial thoughts. I gotta get that out next year. I know I'm super late. That should have been out. Didn't get that out on time, so for that, that's on me. I didn't finish up with the Gundam Breaker showcase because I know some of y'all asked me if I was gonna put them out and I didn't get it out on time. That's on me, my bad. I still got a few more to put out, but once I put these last couple out, I'm not gonna have any more again. But again, gotta apologize for that. And I still gotta go do the second video of all the Gundam series that I've seen, which that video is gonna be about the alternative history that was supposed to come out this year. And I didn't get that done. So that's another one that's on me. So now that I have 11 minutes explaining last year, let me also take some time to talk about some of the good things. One, I started streaming a lot more, which I loved, and it was very fun. I mean, outside of kit building, and I have fun with it, where I think I want to do a lot more of it this year. So that's one good news. The next thing is, even though we didn't hit our goal of 500 subscribers, as I recorded this video, we have 487. So I want to thank y'all for subscribing to this channel. I appreciate it. And hopefully early this year, we will hit the next milestone of 500 subscribers here on YouTube. And I'm going to talk more about that a little later on. Finally finished Until Dawn, which is great. I am very surprised at how many videos I did this year. I didn't think I did that many, but I did a lot more than what I thought, so I'm very happy about that. Building 12 kits was great. Shorts did amazing with viewership. Thank you for that, by the way. And I finally got my setup to work efficiently. It's nowhere near perfect at all. Trust me. It's not really a great setup, but it's a setup that works, and I'm glad I was able to get my setup to where it needs to be. So now that I spent 12 minutes talking about the past, let's go ahead and look towards the rest of 2026 starting today. Now again, some of these plans may change, but these are the goals. Number 1, some of those videos I didn't get done last year, the plan is to finally knock them out this year. The biggest one is the Gundam Breaker 4 initial thoughts. I'm very upset that I didn't get that out like I should have, but that is my number 1 mission for this year, is to get that video out. I also want to bring back more of my gameplay videos, but this is the thing I'm trying to figure out. So I have heard people ask me to do commentary on my gameplay videos. The problem is I'm not the best at doing commentary, and that's because I have an issue with getting locked in. That's just a problem that I have. So I could try to bring back commentary again, but trust me, it's not gonna work, because when I play a game I'm really invested, I'm not going to be thinking, looking, or talking. Once I get locked in, it's hard to get me out of that. I mean, heck, you can even see it when I build kits on this channel. So I do plan on bringing back my gameplay, starting with Mass Effect 3 and Mega Man X. I want to try to get those done. But let me know in the comments down below if you would like me to do gameplay videos without commentary, gameplay videos with commentary, or both. But the one issue I'm having, and that's why you're probably not going to see my gameplays, at least at the beginning of this year, literally right before I started recording this video, the computer that I use to record my gameplay, the internet doesn't work. I can't figure out what's going on. But the reason why that's problematic is because I'm now going to have a hard time moving my footage around, and because I have space issues, I don't know how I'm going to be able to upload more gameplay without trying somehow to figure out a way where I can empty out a hard drive and move the footage back and forth from computers. So if anybody knows how to fix that problem, leave it in the comments down below because it's getting annoying. As for the Gundam shorts, so what I said is coming true, what I was talking about all last year. Again, if there's one thing I'm grateful for, is I was able to make it through a full year building Gundam kits and doing Gundam shorts. The problem is this year, I am probably going to have to stop that series, or I won't be able to do as many. I won't be able to do 12 kits this year. And that's simply because I literally am running out of space. And I'm not kidding about that. I only have a limited space that I could build kits. And once it's done, it's done. I'm going to have to stop until I could find a solution. And I've said it before, if you would like to help solve this problem, all I need you to do is subscribe. If you subscribe, we can save the Gundam shorts and the Gundam live streams on this channel, but you have to subscribe. But with that being said though, because of that, I am definitely going to have to ramp down how many kits I do. So I probably won't make it through this year doing 12 kits. I may look at my display case. If I move some things around, I might be able to get through 6 or 7. So the Gundam build live streams and the Gundam shorts are going to be kind of chaotic. But I do have a plan to probably replace it with other content till things start working out. And I was hoping to have a preview ready, but I didn't get it done in time. But what I'm going to do, if you don't know, I used to do summoning session with FGO. I guess let me discuss that real quick. The reason why I stopped doing that is because I did not have a good summoning year when it came to FGO. I will explain that more in the FGO video that I'm going to do this year, but it was pretty bad. I didn't really even get any characters to the end of the year. But yeah, this year was probably my worst year of summoning in FGO. And like, if you've been on this channel long enough, I tend to rage quit FGO from time to time. And don't get me wrong, I do have that footage ready, so I could do a summoning session video, but this year kind of unmotivated me to wanting to do FGO content. Not that I'm not going to do it, but it did kind of kill it for me because just the summoning rates were just horrible. So what I think I'm going to do, because I will probably do more FGO summoning sessions, that won't stop, but I want to fill that in because those tend to get a lot of views with more character startup guides is what I'm going to try to do. That will allow me to incorporate a lot of the gacha games that I play, and I want to make sure to reiterate, it is going to be a character starting guide. That doesn't mean, depending on the character I talk about, this is the best way to build them, this is the best way to play them. It's just supposed to help people get started if they first get the character and they're first playing the game. Because I play a lot of gacha games. I have a gacha video coming up also in January where I'm going to go over all the games I'm playing. And I want to go ahead and, talk about these characters. So since a lot of y'all did enjoy the FGO summoning sessions, I'm going to go ahead and do basic character guides to help get beginners started with the game. Well, I shouldn't say get started with the game, but to help people, just a basic quick start guide so they can just, figure out what a character is and quickly use it right away. Again, more detail when that video comes up. I'm doing this off the top of my head. But with that being said, there's 3 things, or I should say 3 themes that I want to focus on this year. And they are building interest, community, and no excuses. First, building interest. The one thing I think I want to do this year is I want to help build interest in the things I'm into and help grow the fandom and just be a part of that situation and helping it be healthier. So there's a couple of video ideas I have planned for that. One of those is a lot of that's probably going to be a lot of beginner guides in a way. Well, I should say beginner guides, but I guess you can't call them more guides for beginners. But I really want to be part of, at least when people come to this channel, is to help build interest in the things and hobbies that I'm into. I get a lot of questions. I feel bad that I don't answer them or I can't give you the full context, particularly in my live streams, because I hear people ask me about how I do things all the time. And I want to just have a place where those questions can be answered and hopefully can help you build interest into the things I'm into. So that's one of the things I think I want to, or a direction I would like to go into. On to community. And the one thing I want to say, especially when I read the comments, is I really like seeing a lot that I'm seeing within this community on this channel. When I go down there, and again, it's not everybody, but for the most part, y'all, I'm not going to act like I'm always right. And it's great to have a community that even when I'm wrong, I have a community that's willing to back me up and let me know when I'm wrong. Of course, I respond very well to constructive criticism. I'm totally fine with that. But it's more like when I come in and say, hey, I don't really know. And y'all are in the comments to be like, well, this is the information. I appreciate that. The next thing is I love seeing y'all down in the comments, going down, interacting and talking with each other. I love that. I love when I go down to the comments that if I don't have an answer for something, there's somebody in the comments that has the answer and willing to answer these questions. I love that. I appreciate that. And the last thing that's one of my favorite things that comes in those comments is I love the fact that you're down there and you're willing to teach. And I love that. And I really want to foster that when it comes to this channel, because I really believe that there's a chance that we could really make a great community here. And that's one of the reasons why I do my comments address. A lot of it is just because in the comments, y'all have a lot of great things to say and a lot of great knowledge. And I feel like it's a disservice to this community and to people to not get your really good messages, your conversations, or even your helpful interactions and not present it to the world and present it to people. Now, I can't do it all the time for everybody, but I love doing that because y'all have a lot of great information and a lot of great things to share. And I think it deserves to be shared. But the other thing that I did when it comes to building community, and I'm going to announce it now because y'all ask me about it all the time, particularly on my live stream. And I finally decided to give in and do it. And that is, I'm actually currently working on a Discord channel. Now, I was hoping to get it done before the beginning of the new year to announce the launch, but it didn't happen. But I am announcing because y'all have been asking me about it all the time on my live streams. And now I'm here to say it that yes, I am now creating a Discord. And that's another thing too, I'll add outside the Discord is also live streaming. I love live streaming with y'all, and I plan on doing a lot more live streaming because I have a lot of fun talking with y'all, interacting with y'all, and it makes the live stream a lot funner and a lot easier to do. So that's the other thing I'm going to try to do, even though I know I talked about it earlier, is I'm going to try to live stream a lot more to interact with y'all. So these are the three things that I'm doing to help build this community because I really think we have something special here. And I would like to see it grow and foster into one of the best communities on the internet. So that's the three trifectas. Comments address 3 to 4 times a year, the live streams, and lastly, the Discord that is currently being worked on. I will talk more about the Discord when it's ready to be launched, but that's the second focus and theme for this year is I want to try to build community and foster what makes this community special. So now I do this every year, and I'm going to go ahead and also showcase for the first time the new banner going into 2026, and here it is right now. So I redesign and update the banner every year on this channel, and yes, this is the new banner going into 2026. I wish I would have took more time to change the font, but this is a banner. And the reason why I mentioned this, because if you look in that corner, you see a certain word. And what that says is no excuses. Now, of course, I had legitimate reasons to be away from the channel from time to time, but I really want to cut down on the excuses this year, and I really want to get things done. So that's the last theme for this year is no more excuses. Let's get the work in. Let's get things done. And that's one thing I wanted to make sure that was the theme of this year. If I can do it, I'm going to do it. And if I can't, then I can't. And if I'm not going to do it, I'll just say it. But the big thing is I'm going to try my best to cut down, if not have any excuses this year. So don't expect to hear too much about my personal life like you did last year, because I'm definitely going to cut that down here in 2026. Now, the big question is, what's the point of all this? And part of this is, it's because I love doing this. I love creating content. I love being able to use my skills to build something. But what's the goal? The ultimate goal is to finally get a plaque. Now, mind you, going that route, I understand. To me, this is not a race, this is a marathon. But I'm hoping that hopefully by the end of this year, but maybe even if it takes the next couple of years, I hope that I could get a plaque and we could do an unboxing on this channel. But because of that, there's a reason why I said this is a marathon. So if you watch my videos, I always talk about hitting milestones. And basically what those milestones are basically the numbers that I hit on the path to a plaque. And basically they're just important milestone just to keep track and to make sure I'm on the right track. That's the whole entire point. And also each time I hit a milestone, I want to try, sorry about that, I want to try something special every time I hit one. So I'm just going to tell you what it is. I did change the numbers a little bit, but here we go. First off, I want to start by saying that I want to thank everybody who subscribed to this channel. I definitely appreciate it. And we basically blew past my first two milestones with 100 subscribers and 300 subscribers. As a recording of this video, we are at 478 subscribers on this channel. And for that, I want to thank you. The sad truth is though, we weren't able to hit the next milestone that I was hoping to hit by the end of this year, which part of that's my fault, but hopefully we can hit it early next year. And the next milestone is 500 subscribers. After that, and I'm just going to go through it real quick. From 500, we go 1,000, then 1,500, then 2,500, then 5,000, then we jump to 10,000, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000, then we skip all the way up to 50,000, maybe 70,000, maybe 75,000, we'll see, 90,000, and then we hit the ultimate goal, which is a plaque. So the ultimate goal will be able to get a plaque this year. But if I don't, that's okay, but that's always the goal. But I at least want to reach certain milestones. And again, the next one is 500. So if you like this content and want to be part of a great community that's growing, it's going to probably be one of the best communities here on the internet, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I really think you're going to like the future for this channel and what I have planned. But now with that being said, and now that we have the goals in mind, also I want to mention, what is that number where we can save Gundam Shorts on this channel? I'll tell you right now, it is at least 1,000 subscribers. If we can hit 1,000 subscribers, then I'll be able to come back and do more Gundam Shorts on a consistent basis. So make sure to hit that subscribe button so we can finally hit the goal that we're working towards as a community, and that is our first plaque, which I will be live streaming that once we get it. So now that's it with the channel update. I want to thank everybody once again for subscribing to this channel. And I want to wish everybody a happy new year. If 2025 wasn't your year, well, then I hope this year, 2026, is the year where things turn around. And if things were great for you last year, I just hope this year gets even better. So with that being said, have a good one, and I'll see y'all in the next video here in 2025. Ha! I gotcha. Okay, yeah, wrong year. I mean 2026. Have a good one.